Hello there, H+III+T, it's about that dang on time. Welcome to another edition of Rap or Trap. We're doing an honest review of the long-anticipated Wiz Khalifa's Rolling Paper 2. Now, the idea that Rolling Papers 2 dropped before Carter 5 is absolutely insane, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, Wiz Khalifa's Rolling Papers 2, just quick background on the first Rolling Papers, gosh dang it. I was a junior in high school, so this was like 2011, gosh dang it. Yeah. Derrick Rose was finna be the youngest MVP, gosh dang it. This was years ago, gosh dang it. I was a little kid in high school. Man! Gosh, I'm getting old, but that's neither here nor there. But, yeah, so, I was first showed Wiz around this general time because after Black and Yellow blew up in like late 2010, everybody and their mom and them was starting to unearth this man. And I got shown Cabin Fever, I got shown Flight School, and what else did someone show me? Cabin Fever, Flight School, and a couple tracks off of Cushion Orange Juice. Not the whole thing, but specifically Mesmerized. And I remember being hooked, and gosh dang it, and then Rolling Papers dropped the following summer. And I remember the whole summer I listened to it, and I loved, I think every track but one. I can't remember which one it was, but I think I like every track except for one. And I remember everybody hated it for some reason, but I thought it was dope. I thought it showed a mainstream lane that his mixtapes didn't reflect, and a lot of people say his mixtapes are better than his albums. I don't feel that way, but that's neither here nor there. I thought the first Rolling Papers was really freaking good. There's some campy moments here and there, but again, I was 16 or 17, so I didn't really care. It was dope. Songs like Dang On No Sleep, which is something I'm feeling right about now. I need to get some, gosh dang it. Shout out to Employment. But songs like No Sleep, songs like Rooftops, songs like Top Floor. I mean, we're talking some of the most legendary Wiz Khalifa mainstream tracks there are. Gosh dang it. Then you've got, next album after that was ONIFC, which was really freaking good. 2012 was an amazing year for Wiz. But anyway, I'm telling you all this because the title, Rolling Papers 2, has meaning to me. Much like with No Ceilings 2, No Ceilings was a moment for me. Rolling Papers was a moment for me, gosh dang it. So when this man said he's finna do a Rolling Papers 2, I was rolling my eyes because when artists try to recreate certain moments in their discography, it normally doesn't go well. People normally can't go back, or at least I haven't heard any artists go back. Anytime someone does a self-titled album in the middle of their discography, it's always trash, gosh dang it, with the exception of Killswitch Engage, because there's nothing better in the world than Killswitch Engage, but that is neither here nor there. But when people try to reinvent themselves, like say the last Suicide Silence album, right? We saw how that went. When people try to reinvent themselves, try to go back to the beginning of the roots, it's just never the same, gosh dang it. The old fill in the blank. You can never go back. I don't think I could even if I tried, but that's not the end of there. But I was a little worried. Wiz Khalifa was doing interviews saying that he went back and he listened and he thinks he got the aura of it. He thinks he got the proper energy. And I was like, Wiz, you can't go. Everyone says they're going to go back. They can't go back. Wiz has a couple tracks, and I say a couple. Wiz has a couple tracks on here where he like digs up the time capsule, gosh dang it, and goes back to 2011. The first track I took off this, I swear had to have been a throwaway from that, gosh dang. I remember Khalifa was a collection of throwaways from Rolling Papers and such, but I was like, there's no way he could recreate that organically. But let's go into the dang on. I just wanted to give you the background because this is what was put forth in front of me, gosh dang it. So as an avid OG mainstream Wiz fan, and I don't try to claim the mixtapes or anything, but OG mainstream Wiz fan, I was expecting greatness, gosh dang it. Now, not so much to where I pre-ordered the foolishness, because gosh dang it, after 28 grams, and after Black Hollywood, and after Khalifa, gosh dang it, that man ain't getting my money beforehand! He had to prove himself. Also, before we get into anything else, if any other rapper in 2018 says 10 toes to the ground or 10 toes down ever again, I swear to Moses I'm jumping out a window. That's enough! Remember back in like 2010 where everybody was making like Stevie Wonder puns because quote unquote they can't see something? This is the new cliche. 10 toes down, 10 toes to the ground. Okay! No more! No one say that again! But that's neither here nor there. The first track I took is Ocean. Now this is track number 2. I wasn't all that thrilled with the first track. I thought it was a very lackluster intro. And coming off of projects like O and IFC, where you start the foolishness off with intro, then you go into Paper Bound, gosh dang it. Like, you feel me? I expect that moment. Even with Black Hollywood, gosh dang, which was a nice two-parter. That was a nice two-parter. Even I was down for that, and I didn't care for Black Hollywood, but that's neither here nor there. But with this one, Ocean, I currently have it in my head on repeat because the beat is insane. It honestly reminds me a lot of a mixture of dang on Top Floor, Star of the Show, and I want to say, this is going to sound like a reach, but Memorize too. So Star of the Show, Top Floor off the first Rolling Papers as far as the beat goes, and the flow kind of reminds me a little bit of something like Mesmerize off Cushion Orange Juice, but that's neither here nor there. I really like that. To me, it's the standout track. It is the best song on the entire album. Yes, that includes the singles. That includes everything. I think that is the best Wiz Khalifa song I have heard in years. I had to tweet that, man, that gosh dang it. It is a wonderful song. In the running for Song of the Year. I don't think anything is going to pass Dollar Signs by XXXTentacion and Max XO, but this is up there-ish. But that's not here there. Great song. If you don't like anything off this project, even if you don't like Wiz, check out Ocean. My gosh, will it take you there, gosh dang it. But that's not here nor there. Next track I took was very special. The hook is very repetitive, gosh dang it, but I do like the song quite a bit. Again, it just gives you that Wiz Khalifa freestyle vibe. And you know how when Wiz is about to drop something, he drops a bunch of random freestyles that's just like a hook, a verse, and a hook, and that's it. He was like the OG of short songs, gosh dang it. This is what this track reminds me of. Very good song, very fun, energy's not too high, it's very chill. And I love when Wiz is in that chill pocket. I don't like Trap Wiz, but that's not here nor there. Then we go to Holyfield. Oh my gosh, Holyfield. Now, Wiz is the master of the abstract flow. He's also the master of reverb and echo on your voice, gosh dang it. The stuff he's doing in the very beginning is absolutely beautiful. It just shows why Wiz Khalifa, in my opinion, is the third best rapper alive. Number 1 being Lil Wayne, number 2 being 50 Cent, but that's neither here nor there. But gosh dang it, Wizzle is just, oh my gosh, he is going to work, like really taking chances, and he's ahead of his time. He truly is. I feel like some new rapper is going to take that general flow, and all of us are going to be like, oh, it's the so-and-so flow. Now, Wiz did it first, gosh dang it. I would even venture to say that Wiz has been doing the Migos flow before Migos made it popular, but that's not here nor there. Liked Holyfield. Then we got Real Rich featuring Gucci Mane. Now, I didn't like it the first couple times I heard it. Didn't care for it when the music video dropped. But within the context of the album, I don't know what happened, but I really started to vibe with it. The beat is really bouncy, kind of gives you that DJ Mustard feel, and I really wasn't a fan of that wave. Gosh dang, it sounds like something Pump would jump on, but I love Wiz Khalifa's flow. And I feel it. I love that. I call it the ragdoll flow. I love that. I will steal it at my earliest convenience. Believe me. No Weezy, no Drake, no Roman Reigns, but that's neither here nor there. Also, Gucci's verse is not that bad either. In the music video, he digs up his nose like the old days, gosh dang, but that is neither here nor there. Then we got Boosie Bellows. I don't know if that has anything to do with Little Boosie. Not really sure. But the beat kind of reminds me of something off of Cushion Orange Juice and maybe Taylor Alderdice put together. By the way, Taylor Alderdice is the greatest mixtape of all time. I will fight you. That is not true. Do not take that as a threat. I love you. I will not fight you, but I will verbally accost you in a non-threatening way because Taylor Alderdice is the best mixtape there has ever been. But that's neither here nor there. But that's what the beat kind of reminds me of, and his flow kind of gives me that classic Wiz vibe. However, the hook is intoxicating, gosh dang it. Then we got Hopeless Romantic. Again, Another song I didn't like the first time around, even when they tried to play it on the Joe Budden podcast, I wasn't feeling it. I don't know why in the context of the album the song sounded better, but can I just ask a serious question? Is there anything Sway Lee can't make sound good? Because gosh dang it, Wiz Khalifa could have literally had flatulence on the track, and it still would have went harder than 6 Little Bit. Sway Lee is stealing the show. Beats really good, very poppy. I'm sure it will chart. If it didn't, that is a crying shame, because it is beautiful and ready to blow. According to the homie Lil Spike, Mr. Sway Lee is already a big deal, and I'm just late and old, so shout out to him. Gosh dang, but that's neither here nor there. Then we got dang on Late Night Messages. I love the fact that he's singing on the verses, which is really strange for me, I know, but I also really love the hook. Gosh dang, the beat is really good. It's probably going to give me nightmares because it's so good and detailed and layered. Gosh dang, so shout out to whoever did the beat. But Wiz, on that hook, with the backing vocal, Wiz, and I'm talking the harmonies, not ad-libs. Wiz, I ain't heard hooks like that in years from you, man. Good to know you're still in there, gosh dang it. I was getting a little concerned after 28 grams. But that's not here or there. Then you got It's On You. First time I heard it while listening to the album, wasn't a fan of it, thought it was a little corny. But then I started listening to the lyrics, and even though the melody is a little hokey, but that was the essence of what was the first Rolling Papers, so shout out to Wiz for recreating that, gosh dang it. But I really love the lyrics because I feel like it applies to me, gosh dang it, because I want to quote-unquote make it, and I feel like I am meant for quote-unquote it, and those lyrics help me out. I can't really say a rapper has ever encouraged me, gosh dang, maybe inspired me, but never encouraged me, gosh dang it, and in a sense that I can actually do something about. Like 444, I don't know anything about business, but gosh dang it, this song actually encouraged me to continue and keep doing what I do, gosh dang, so shout outs to Wiz for making me feel better, but that is neither here nor there. Honorable mentions, Penthouse, Snoop Dogg absolutely murdered his verse, and B.O.K. lyrically is incredible. I won't go into too much of it because I don't want to ruin it for you, but if you like Wiz Khalifa and you want to hear more personal stuff from him, listen to the song B.O.K. It is lyrically a beautiful song. Not much playback value, but it is a beautiful song nonetheless. Now, did this album have to be 25 tracks? Absolutely not. I don't know why rappers are trying to put us to sleep, gosh dang it. I know, get your streaming numbers up, but that's not here or there. So, I think that's, what was that, 7 tracks I took? Let me see, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 out of 25 really isn't that good, but it's still an overall great project. Again, much like Drake's album, if this was like 10 to 15 songs, I could say this was a really good project. But just because out of 25, I'm only walking away with 8, I mean, it's still good. It's definitely not a trap. It's good. It's a very good album. It's just, it's way too freaking long. So far, X has still got Album of the Year. Gosh dang it, may that man rest in peace. What did you think of Wiz Khalifa's Rolling Papers 2? Was it worth the wait? I say it definitely is. I've been waiting for this kind of Wiz to come back. Gosh dang it, I absolutely love it. After abstract project after abstract project, I'm glad Wiz is back on his normal mainstream foolishness. It kind of feels like a mixtape, but it's really good at the same time. So let me know your thoughts down below. You see another Triple OG putting in as much work as me. Do me a favor, point him out, gosh dang it. If you're here for Knicks stuff, we'll be talking about the Knicks on Wednesday. Then we got a new music video dropping on Friday, and maybe it is Wiz Khalifa inspired. Who knows? The timing could not have been better. Anyway, see y'all later. Yeah.